This is the third year I've been and it's wonderful. Every year it gets better and better.
Everybody should come because it's so much information here, and why sit at home just looking out the window? Come here, meet people and realise there's lots of stuff to do out there. There really is.
I think this festival's been brilliant for older people. I've spoken to lots of people who've said they've found out things that they didn't already know.
It's important because it's the social aspect. So most people don't see anybody from day to day. It's a good gathering. It's a good way to have a chat and shared stories.
This festival is one of my favourite things to come to. It's small, it's intimate. A lot of the stall holders come from year to year, and it's really meeting people in the local community, which is what it's all about, really.
Healthwatch is the local consumer champion. We want to get feedback from local people about their experiences of health and social care services. So putting on this festival enables us then to talk to stall holders, talk to the public about their experiences of health and social care. And then what we can do is we then look for trends and themes, and we can see what's happening to them at ground level, and then we can feed that back to the commissioners, to the providers, and we can make a difference, we can make change happen.
There's a local Healthwatch in every area of the country. There's 152 of them. So wherever you are in England, there's a chance to engage, and every local Healthwatch runs events like this. An event like this today is really important because it allows older people an opportunity to see what kind of services and support are available to them, all in a sort of a one-stop shop. And we know that older people aren't always listened to as much as they should be. Sometimes their voices is ignored. So when you bring services like this together and bring like the energy of a group of older people like we can see here today, it's really important. It's a real opportunity to engage.
Our organisation, Respite at Home Volunteers, offers a befriending people to people with life-limiting illnesses. We have about 15 volunteers and we cover Central Bedfordshire. We offer a weekly sitting service for the person who's unwell, and it might be a case we take them out to a local garden centre or a pub, maybe, which also entitles the carer or the family member to go out and have some time off or even go to bed for a couple of hours.
We're here today to promote exercise for the older adults because we feel that obviously since COVID and everything, we're getting a lot more of the older adults come through and finding that a lot of their mobility and their fitness they've lost. So really that's why we're here, and that's why I'm sort of promoting what we do.
We come to this quite a few years now. You get local information about your health, have the blood pressure taken. So many people of a certain age, when you retire, they are quite lost to what to do.
I've been on the feedback part of today, and the main feedback that I've found is that with the older people, a lot of them don't get out of the house much and they struggle to socialise because a lot of the younger generations are able to use technology, but they aren't as comfortable using that. They find it a lot easier to do in person, which is what this has given them an opportunity to do.
People have really relished the opportunity to be able to get out because they want that face-to-face interaction. They want to be able to talk to people, to look at all the stands and also listen to the entertainment. We've had some great singers today. We've even had dancing sessions and Pilates, and there's been something for everyone. So I think it's just really attracted them to the festival because it's just a great day out for them.
It's really important that we get the voice of the older person in our services, and an event like this is a great opportunity to have that really informal conversation with people. They feel relaxed, they can tell you about the experiences they've had, and it's a really important way to connect face to face with people. For us, it's really important to come to events like the festival, to listen to patients, to understand how they find the services that we commission. It's important for us to get feedback so that we can adapt and change our services so that they're delivering what the patients need.
The audience here is an audience for which prostate cancer is quite relevant for the men and often for the husbands of the women coming round as well. It becomes relevant for most guys from about age 50, and at that age you can go to your GP and ask for a PSA test. If you're a black African or black Caribbean men who have a much higher incidence of prostate cancer and tend to get it earlier, then they need to go and get checked from about age 45. And if you've got any family history, so if you've got a father or a brother who's had prostate cancer, then again your risk is higher. So prostate cancer doesn't normally have any symptoms, so it's important to get checked even if you don't have any symptoms.
We're an introduction service. We match carers or companions or personal assistants, as we call them, with people needing care. Coming to one place is like signposting rather than having them going to different locations. It's one place and they can get all the advice in one place. They should be here. If they haven't come today, they should be here next time. It just makes life easier for everyone.
It was a big shift to a lot of services moving online. Now, for some people that worked really well, you know, people who have caring responsibilities or mobility issues. But for a lot of people, you know, negotiating digital services is quite difficult. Not everybody has digital connectivity. Not everybody has digital skills. So those are the kinds of things that we hear a lot about.
A lot of people over the age of 70 will have difficulty accessing it. And there's a whole need for education and making it available to people. I was standing next to a lady today who said she had a phone, but it's not one that will take apps, etc. So the NHS app will not work for her.
This event's been brilliant to connect with people who maybe we wouldn't normally see in the library. We've been able to publicise volunteering and got some people who are interested in that, which is great. But also home library is something we've been talking to people about today. So there are people who can't actually make it to their library and we can arrange for things to be delivered to them. From our perspective, talking to them about the services that are actually in the library, so groups they could go and use, but also having a warm space to go to if they need somewhere that is warm and cosy. They can just come and pop into any of the libraries.
The festival has been really good today, the best ever. I've had more help today than I've ever had. It's very important for people of our generation to be involved in what's going on in the community. Too many people sit at home doing nothing. This is the perfect way to get people out into the fresh air and mixed in with other people.